Hi, this video is intended as a follow-up to my tremolo video from 2013. In this video, I'd like to suggest some alternative approaches that hopefully will help you. The first thing that I want you to do is to determine whether you are stronger with PIMA arpeggios or PAMI arpeggios. Try this exercise. Play the top 4 strings slowly at first with PIMA. Gradually speed up. Then reverse it, PAMI. For me, I'm much more comfortable with PIMA arpeggios. It feels more comfortable with my arm, the speed is better, as well as evenness and control. For years I practiced tremolo with the traditional PAMI fingering. I always struggled with that fingering, and when I switched to PIMA, speed, control, and accuracy all improved dramatically. Having determined that, if you feel that you are a strong PAMI arpeggio player, you should continue practicing tremolo with the traditional fingering. However, in my previous video, I suggested that you practice what you might call a full sympathetic movement for your tremolo. In other words, you play thumb, A, M, I, and then when you play your thumb again, you bring your fingers out, A, M, I, thumb, A, M, I. However, that approach doesn't always work for everyone. If that doesn't work for you, try this approach where you go thumb, A, M, and then when you play your I finger, you switch M and A in this fashion. So then you have thumb, A, M, switch, thumb, A, M, switch. This is perhaps more common than the full sympathetic tremolo, but both ways work, and you should find out which one is best for you. If I do the full sympathetic tremolo on the first 2 strings, it would look like this. You'll never see my fingers crossing over. If I do the switching method of tremolo, it'll look like this. Switch, switch. The switching method of tremolo feels kind of circular, that your fingers move almost like this. The second thing that I'd like to suggest is that with any tremolo piece, you should secure your left hand fingering first. Make sure that your left hand is totally comfortable and you can play the piece without the tremolo with ease. So if I'm practicing recuerdos, I'll play it in this fashion. While I'm doing that, I'm focusing on using the weight of my arm to help my fingers hold down the strings. I have a gentle pull with my left bicep, making sure that I'm not pushing too hard with my left hand thumb. Finally, one of the things that is really helpful for you to explore with your left hand, especially on a piece like Recuerdos where you have a lot of tremolo on the second string, is having the index finger dampen the first string wherever possible. So when the tremolo is on the second string at the beginning of the piece, my index finger is laid slightly down across the first string such that the first string is dampened. So while I'm playing this, I have the first string dampened. That does 2 things. It acts as a security blanket so that you don't have to worry about hitting the first string and having a glaring wrong note sound. Secondly, ever so slightly, it lowers the string closer to the fingerboard so that it's slightly more out of the way for your right hand. That's a very important factor. Then, once you have the left hand in control, I would like to suggest this exercise. if you are practicing the traditional tremolo pattern of thumb AMI, I would like you to put all 4 fingers, your thumb and 3 fingers, on the appropriate strings and leave them there until you play, in this fashion right here. And so on. Go through the entire piece like that, making sure that your deltoid, your bicep, and your tricep muscles are all nice and relaxed. Keep the weight of your arm comfortably on the guitar. Play very lightly, and you only get the 2 notes to sound clearly, which sounds kind of funny, but it's very effective for helping you improve your right hand accuracy, your right hand speed, because it pares down excessive motion with the right hand. And it's a technique that you can basically only do if your arm is relaxed. In my case, I practice tremolo PIMA, so I would do it the same way, but with that pattern. And so on. When I practice a tremolo piece, that will usually be the first thing that I do after I do my basic warm-ups. Then I'll play through the piece nice and light, not trying to play fast, focusing on the control that I get from being relaxed with my right arm, and my tremolo usually sounds quite good. I hope these suggestions help. If I come up with any other great ideas, hopefully they'll help you too, and I'll post another video. In the meantime, happy practicing and good luck.